Hey guys, Brett here with the Hornet King channel. Thank you so much for tuning in to check out this video. This removal of a yellow jacket nest from back in like mid-September when I removed a indwelling yellow jacket nest from inside of a client's studio slash office space. They were getting in through the roof line and they were making their way into the drywall space in the room behind it. So I was able to locate that nest and get it out of there for the client. So then I actually brought it home and gave it to my 3 girls, Ginger, Pigeon, and Angel. So you guys get to see some retro shots of the girls consuming the nest and some funny shots of them being chased by yellow jackets. All right, guys, here's the video. Check it out.
All right, so these yellow jackets are eastern yellow jackets, and they were flying in and out right here at the roof line where this overhang was, and I was able to pretty much identify that they were going back. I couldn't tell if they were going back into the ceiling space above this deck or if they were going straight back into the ceiling space above the room inside the actual office. So you'll see here they're carrying out a bunch of junk. This one here coming out to the top left is carrying out insulation. Let's see that again. Look at that big hunk of insulation. So that's what they do. They excavate out the inside of the wall space so that way they can make room for the nest. So you see some of these are chewing in, some are pulling out material, whatever. So I get my tools together, putting some dish soap into the vacuum, getting ready to put a little water in there so that way it kills the adults as I suck them up. So just to investigate to see where the space was that they were going into, I just pop down that piece of plywood and then look back in there. I could see that I could not see the nest, if that makes sense. So basically what I just have to do is I have to find in the wall where they're going or in the ceiling where they're going. I couldn't see in the ceiling space if they were up in there, so first things first, just put my ear on the wall and listen for the rustling sound that I listen for, and I was pretty successful at doing that. Bang on the wall a little bit just to try to get them stirred up.
That's where they are. That's where they are. Should be like right here.
So my first hole is always exploratory, just to see if I can see anybody coming out of the hole, and
Maybe.
Just trying to provoke them to climb out and expose themselves.
Yep, there they are.
So now, getting the vacuum in place, just trying to stir up as many as I can, getting them to come out of the hole as I'm cutting. So that just kind of makes it easier for when I do actually expose the inside area where the nest is. That since most of them already come out of the hole, then I don't have to worry about them kind of flying past the nozzle or whatever. It's not a major concern whenever I do these removals. I'm not really trying to get every single one of them, especially when I'm inside like this. I close all the doors, all the windows, and I just have my lights on, and then of course if there's any windows, glass window, they fly right to the light at the window itself, so I can just vacuum them right up. So what I do here is I'm not really worried about getting all of them. It's just nice to get as many as I can coming right out of the hole. So I just try to do that the best I can. Main thing is I'm trying to find the nest. I'm trying to make sure that I'm cutting just large enough to get the nest out. I don't want to really make it too big of a hole, so it's not a pain in the butt for the homeowner to repair. So once I was able to cut that smaller hole, I was able to identify that the nest wasn't super big. So I was able to cut, like a 10-inch by 5-inch tall square out of the drywall, and then pretty much get the nest out from that size of a hole. So this particular species, is being a eastern yellow jacket, they actually make ground nests, so they're a subterranean wasp. But there are times, as is with nature, I always try to say this in a lot of my videos, there are no absolutes in nature. So even though we identify them as a subterranean species, they don't always build their nests in the ground. So this particular species I have found in cavity spaces in attics, flooring, roof, ceilings, wherever.
Good sized little nest. This species doesn't make ginormous nests. So this is a pretty good size for this species. This new one's coming in, so they're coming in from back in there. Kind of wait and see if we can see some crawling across the wall. There they come. It's them coming from outside.
Now you can see that they're flying around the lights and things, and they're going to the window over there at the garage door. So basically what I do is I just turn off all the lights at the very end and then let them fly to the window and then just vacuum them right up.
Garage door. Trying to get outside. Take care of those when I'm done getting the nest out. So you're stuck on my glove. See, this got a big hole in my glove too.
Alright, so just trying to vacuum up the rest of the foragers that I can. There are still quite a few coming in from outside, and so I want to get out the rest of the paper envelope, which is what that is. That's just the envelope they build around the nest itself, the different comb, and that's kind of like just basically a protection barrier for them. So I'm trying to get out all the rest of the envelope that I can, just trying to break down any of the extra material. For ones that are coming back from foraging, even though if they don't get hit by the spray, there's nothing left for them to come back to, so they will eventually just die anyway. So just batting up the area with some black flag flying insect killer, nothing fancy, does the trick every time. No, I'm not breathing it in. Has a fragrance to it, so whenever I smell it, I just stay away from it. So as you can see, they're congregating around the windows here at the garage. So this is just right before I vacuumed them up. Just let them consolidate around the windows, which is what they always do, right as rain.
You can have the nest. Now. Well, eat them. You can eat them. They're just flying at you. Want me to vacuum some of them up? Poor pigeon. Starting to molt. Alright guys, thank you so much for tuning in to check out this video. If you guys enjoyed this content, drop in the comments, let me know what you think. If you have suggestions for future videos, something you'd like to see me cover in an upcoming video, also drop in the comments, let me know. If you guys are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for tuning in to check out my videos, supporting my content, sharing, liking, commenting. I always enjoy reading the comments and seeing you guys' feedback to my videos. Thanks so much for tuning in to check out this video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.